Now, I had a YouTube channel. I used to just directly upload my Facebook Lives into YouTube. Now, I've been told by YouTube experts that YouTube as a platform is not necessarily conducive to the type of engagement that happens with us when we're using Facebook. So on Facebook, like for right now, I see Olga says hi from Arizona. And in Facebook, this is what we do. We engage with our viewers. But in YouTube world, that's not really necessarily how it works unless you're specifically doing a live show. What happens is people want to get onto YouTube and find an answer to a question. So I made a decision to hire a video editor because I have, again, 2 years worth of video, not just from my Facebook Lives, but video tutorials that I've done for people regarding Kajabi. But they're valuable content, right? I'm teaching somebody how to solve a problem that probably a lot of other people share that problem. So when I looked for somebody, I also kept in mind I wanted somebody that had experience using, building a YouTube channel, not just editing video. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I have not had tremendous luck in hiring contractors in the past. I used onlinejobs.ph, and you do have to pay to post a job, and it's $69 for a month. But after you post and hire, you can cancel it. And then you don't need to sign up again unless you need to hire somebody again. I had 28 applicants. And one of the biggest tips I will give you if you're hiring somebody is to be very specific, step by step, and give them some tasks they have to do. I'm not talking about work related specifically, but they have to follow directions. So in my case, I wanted their Skype ID in case I wanted to communicate with them through Skype. I wanted them to send me 3 examples of video projects that they had done that they were most proud of. Ask them to send a screenshot of the speed test on their computer. So do they have a fast enough internet connection that if they're editing video, it's not going to take them 10 hours to do something? What tools they used for video editing. If someone is using a more basic tool, it might indicate they weren't as proficient at video editing than if they were using more advanced tools like Adobe Premiere, tools that were more advanced that a more seasoned and experienced video editor would use. Then you ask them about what computer they're using. Are they using Windows? Are they using Mac? If it's Windows, is it a up-to-date computer or is it an older computer that also, again, might impact the quality and speed of the work that they do? 28 applicants, I will tell you right now, a vast majority of those people got immediately disqualified because they did not answer the questions. I had one person even respond to the job with all of her qualifications that were not qualifications at all for a video editing job. So I was like, well, you clearly didn't read directions or read the job description, and you're just blindly applying for positions over and over again. That's not somebody I wanted to work with. So the guy I hired, Ryan, and he answered all the questions. In addition, he made a point of letting me know that he had also worked on building subscribers on YouTube channels. So that was a huge plus for me. And I had put that in the job description. When I asked for 3 examples of their work, I'll just be honest, when it's video editing, especially overseas, a lot of the editing projects kind of tended to be music videos or things not related to the kind of business that I do. Some of them did give me examples of videos that they had done for American-based companies that were more almost commercials. What I liked about Ryan was one of his examples was a tutorial and somebody sharing a screen and teaching something. So that told me right away he understands what I'm doing, and he gave me an example of something that is very much in line with what I was looking for. Then you ask them to do a test, a paid test, and you outline what you want done, and you give them a deadline. You try and be reasonable, and you give them what you consider a reasonable deadline. So in my case, I said 5 hours, do what you can in 5 hours. So I was traveling, and I kind of let them both know it may not be easy for me to respond for you for a couple of days because I'm really tied up. A couple days later, Ryan sent an email and said, I think you may still be traveling, so it's fine, but I just wanted to follow up with you on the job. And I was like, this guy really wants it. He's just absolutely ticked all the boxes. So I was super impressed. I said, that's it, I'm hiring him. So one of the things that I know many of you probably experienced when you're hiring any VA, contractor, freelancer, is the concern when they go dark and you don't hear from them and you don't know where they're at, what's being done, they don't respond. That stuff drives me up a wall. So I made the job offer to Ryan, and I said, this is the outline, this is the structure that I want to work with you. And one of the things is I said, I absolutely will never be upset if you ask a lot of questions. I would much rather have you ask me questions than have you not ask and then not do something, or just do it the way you think it is, even though you're not sure. I said, but I will get upset if I don't hear from you. And I just made that real clear. I did ask him to send me a daily email of everything that he did. And it was, tell me what you did, tell me what you're going to do next, and tell me what you need from me. If you're going to hire a video editor, look for somebody. If YouTube channel growth is one of your objectives, look for someone with that experience. Look at the channels that they've created and seen what kind of work they do. Again, onlinejobs.ph. I had not had good experience before, but this experience was great.